This is an escape room I made 7 years ago for a channel called Red Sheep MLG that I used to run but now no longer exists. By now I have totally forgotten most of the solutions, so I wanted to see if I could beat this escape room in under 30 minutes or if I would get outsmarted by a 12-year-old Twifies. Can I beat it? Let's find out. When I spawned into the first room, I was greeted by a small grassy area. This was Find the Button. To escape room 1, I had to somehow locate a button in this mini world. I looked around and immediately noticed something off, a floating block. I checked underneath and there was an emerald in a chest, because what I forgot to mention is that scattered across this map are a few Easter egg emeralds that I have to find in order to win. So this emerald was a step in the right direction, but still wasn't the exit. I had to find the button. But it didn't take a lot of searching for me to find out a secret location. In the house hidden under a piston table was the hidden button, and I was out. The next room was strange. Put the gravel in the holes. Right behind me was another emerald in a chest, but in front of me was a weird contraption of sticky pistons and pistons. There was a real thing and a practice, and I kind of got the idea of what I had to do. I had to move the gravel into the hole using the pistons and buttons, but this wasn't as easy as it seemed. To move the gravel from here to here, for instance, I had to press these buttons with perfect timing and order. Anything else and it wouldn't work. And after doing some practice with the practice hole, I was ready. I had to get the gravel onto all 3 of these observers. The first one was super simple, but the rest weren't so easy because not all the pistons were sticky, not all of them could pull, meaning I had to find the perfect combination of movements. But after a bit of thinking, I had only 1 gravel and only 1 hole left. However, this seemed totally impossible. I had to get this gravel to the corner and there didn't seem to be any combination of piston movements that could make it happen. Everywhere that I needed a sticky piston was a normal one. I was totally outsmarted, there was nothing I could do. Without any other options, I had to hit the reset button. Past Twifies had just totally done me over. I had to figure out how to somehow get a gravel into that far right corner, and after some brainstorming, I had uncovered the trick. The problem with my previous attempts was that this seemingly super simple move actually completely screwed me over, and instead I had to get this gravel onto the second hole by pushing it with the first gravel. And now that that gravel was covering the observer, I could pull the third gravel safely across the hole and into the corner. And there it was. With that move, I was out and was now in the tunnels. It seemed like all I had to do was run through some doors, which wasn't very difficult. I was genuinely stumped for a second and thought this one was broken, but it was just a button that I had to press. I was then placed in a sort of tiny corridor, and I'll let live Twifies explain what this was supposed to be. On this one, this is clever, because when I did this, okay, let me turn my game sound so you can hear me. When I made this room, you may notice that it teleports you back, so it looks like you're always walking towards the end, when it's reality, the key is to this level, you just have to turn around, the exit is right behind you, but you really have to, you could keep running forever. It's like, why isn't it getting closer? Why isn't it getting closer? Obviously, we're not gonna do that. A maze! Hooray! This one wasn't anything crazy. It was just a maze. And after a frankly horrendous spiral incident... Is there even a way to solve, mazes? This is actually such a force. I don't know what... Twifies, this is not an escape room. 2017 Twifies. This is not an escape room. I've just been running in a circle for the past hour. Bro, I just ran in a spot. That's actually messed up. And a bit more digging, I found the way out. And now was on to Snow Golem Simulator. All I had to do to win was cross this bridge while a line of dispensers fired arrows at me. Yes, I could wait for the arrows to run out, but come on, look at that storage backlog. I was going to do this the right way. I'll be honest, past Twifies totally screwed me on this one. This room was miserable and took the longest out of anything in the map. For the life of me, I couldn't get the timing right, and I kept trying to brute force my way through until finally I decided to resort to pure skill and timing, and at long last, I made it across. And apparently past me was a total sadist, because at the end there was a sign saying that was easy, right? Lol. Yeah, okay buddy, you win this round. In the next room, I had to find the right combination, and according to the hint, I had to press them buttons fast. The problem is that there were 5 buttons, A, B, C, D, E, which meant that assuming there was a correct order, there were 120 different button combinations, and there was simply no way I could solve this without cheating. A, B, C, wait, this is a 5-way permutation lock. Yeah, there's just no chance. brother. Okay, so I guess I could just hit the final button. Okay. Yeah, probably some issue with the redstone on past me's end, but I'll take it. Anything for the free win. In this next room, all I had to do was, quote, use dem slime blocks. You can tell this was a different time. So I got on the slime blocks and hit the button waiting to be launched up, but instead something completely different happened. This other platform sprung upwards. So I positioned myself over there to try and get the timing right, but I was actually struggling. It was only on my last attempt when I realized that I didn't have to move forward to get across. There was another bumper right above me that was gonna send me flying over. So after totally falling down for content, and definitely not because I'm bad at parkour, I made it out of this chamber and into the second to last room. Find the crafting table. I had to craft an iron block and put it in this chest, but after testing to see what would happen when I put in arrows, yeah, it cleared my whole inventory. This was meant to be protection against keeping spare iron, but unfortunately it also got rid of all of my emeralds in the process, and only after did I notice the conveniently placed ender chest that was right behind me to put the emeralds in. Regardless of that small misfortune, I did actually remember the solution to this puzzle, so I'll give you guys a chance to see if you can guess how I hid the crafting table. This trick is actually one of my favorite old school tricks in all of Minecraft, and it still works today. Any guesses? Well, the crafting table is inside the house. Where, you may ask? Well, the bottom of a crafting table looks exactly like an oak wood plank, so you can sneak a very clever one right in the ceiling. And with that crafting table found and iron block crafted, I was onto a little lava run, and after breezing past that, I was into the final room of the map, a summary. Find the button and move the gravel. I had saved the most difficult piston move for last. I had to push the gravel over a hole and catch it mid-air right before it fell into the pit. The timing for this had to be millisecond perfect. I had to push and catch the gravel in perfect succession. So I have to get it here. There's not a piston, so I have to be really fast. Okay. Oh. Oh my god, you have to be insane on the timing. Wait, it's actually kind of nuts. Oh. Dude. Oh. Oh my god. It admittedly did take a few attempts, but I was finally able to get the timing down and push the gravel into the hole. But now I was not done yet. I had to find the button. This map was pretty small, so there weren't that many places where I could hide it, but luckily I did remember where I had put it. Any guesses? Well, right behind the swaying banners in the jail cell, I had hid the final button to win the map. And I had done it. I had won. If you enjoyed the video, then please do consider subscribing. This is my second channel, so you might think you're subscribed, but aren't actually, so go down and check. And if you want to watch me play another escape room, but this time against some huge YouTubers, then check out the video on screen right now. But thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good one. Twifies signing off.